Hello there! We kind of put out feelers as to whether you wanted to see another one of these after the last video, but the response was yes, so we're going to make more. We're going to do some unboxings today. We're probably going to record these over maybe 2-week periods and then just stitch them together, so if you ever see like changes of clothes and things like that, that's the reason why. We just simply don't get enough packages to do all of them at once. Anyway, let's get to it. I have my safety car. Let's see what we have in our parcel today. So, I've got a fairly good idea of what this is going to be. You never know. So, first things first, we have got, when I get through all the packaging peanuts, Fuji Koro, which is kind of, I think it's all based in feudal Japan. I don't know a huge deal about this game, but it looks really interesting. We'll have a look at that in a second, because there's one more thing I've got in this box, and that is Getaway Driver, which is a little two-player game that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a little while. Okay, and we're back with yet another package here. You can probably tell by that smile where this one came from. Let's open this one up and have a look at this one. So, it has been a day since I last one of these, so if the lighting's a little bit different, then hey, I apologise about that. Let's see what is in this absolutely huge package. Okay, move that out of the way now that it's open. We have got Klask, or Klask? I don't know. There you go, there's a shot of it from the top. So, what is Klask? Actually, I think it's like the national sport of Norway, or one of those kind of Scandinavian countries. It's a two-player game, and we'll have a look at that in a moment, because as a little extra bonus, we also have, bear with me, I need to get price off this thing. We also have, which I just bought a minute ago, Conquest, Last Argument of Kings. This should be a little bit different, having a look at a miniatures game and what you get in here. Okay, let's go and have a look at what's inside all these bits. Okay, so first of all we're going to have a look at Fuji Koro here. So let's get this shrink wrap off and we'll take a looky at what we've got inside here. Whilst I'm doing that, let's flip this over and have a look at the back of the box. Ooh, it's actually on sideways there. Okay, right then. So, Japan, Hosei, 4th, 1707. Mount Fuji is on the verge of erupting. Red hot lava will soon consume the 3 secret Senji, sacred temples hidden deep in the bowels of the volcano. The shogun is determined to preserve the precious heritage and sends his most noble and gifted samurai warriors on a quest inside the volcano to retrieve the valuable goods. There has to be a better way of doing this than reading this upside down. Here we go. This is probably more we need to know. Fuji Koro is a 1 to 6 player dungeon crawler. Ooh, nice. Adventure with Euro mechanisms that can be played both competitively and cooperatively. Oh cool, I like a good cooperative game, so hopefully this will be something I'll really get into. Players will discover hidden temples, rescue monks, and fight fierce and impressive dragons, all in an attempt to come back to the Shogun and gain eternal honor. Okay, so I suppose this is more what you want to see, it's what's inside here. So, oh wow, this is really all sealed up here. Let's leave that till last. You've got your rule books in several different languages. I'm guessing these are just all reference cards here, so you can throw those in the middle of the table so other people can read up on them whilst you're playing. We have some tokens which punch out nice and easy. Looks like you've got some temples to build. Let's actually open that up and have a look at what we've got in here. So, I suppose this just adds a little bit of depth to the game. So you have these here, which are obviously going to represent those temples which they were talking about earlier. Looks like you've got 6 of those, so that's going to be kind of cool. Lots of extra additional cardboard in here. Not quite sure what the purpose is there. You got yourself some wooden tokens. So always nicer when these are wooden rather than plastic, I think. I don't know. Always just like the wooden stuff. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Lots and lots of custom dice. Nice. I like that. Wooden cubes, metallic. That's kind of cool. Your translucent green ones. You have some extra spare ones, so I'm guessing you're meant to keep those separate. Good. Good, 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 good. Always getting the extra baggies. Always great. You've got some more cubes. Some more cubes. Let's have a look at what we have in here then. So I was kind of expecting this to be a miniatures-y kind of game. Turns out there's none in here, which I'm not going to say is a massive disappointment. It doesn't... I'm not overly fussed about it, really. Okay, there we go. It looks like some sort of score tracker there. So, well, it's double-sided. I'm not quite sure what those are both going to mean, but you've got a nice kind of cool dragon on the side of that there. Punch boards. Lots and lots of punch boards. So, you have even more temples in here. You've got the kind of cool dragon that's just around there. Lots and lots of other markers on there as well. So, yep, more dragons, more of them. Looks like you've got places to put your resources on these ones here as you go through. Some more map pieces, so I'm guessing you're going to be building the map, it looked like from the back of it. Okay, more of them, more of the same. Okay. Then you have what look like life counters or something like that just down there. I'm guessing these are personal player boards. So yeah, all looks kind of cool. Then you have these bits, which I'm not sure what they're going to be. Is that going to be another score track maybe? I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out soon. There's one last thing in the box anyway, at least I think there is. Let me just double check. Yeah, so you've got some cards finally. So let's open them up and see what we have in here. Okay, looks like more things. I would say this is probably crafting stuff. It looks like you can place your resources on the cards in order to build extra bits and pieces there. So like you've got a pair of, I'm guessing that's like, they're almost like nunchucks but like mini scythes, and then you've got a few other types of cards there. They seem to be made of good stock, so yep, this one looks really interesting. Always a fan of truly cooperative games, so that is what you get in Fuji Koro. Okay, so up next we have Getaway Driver, which is a game by Jeff Beck. I know that this one is a two-player game. Let's have a look at the back and see how much luck I have reading upside down this time. Getaway Driver puts you in the driver's seat in a reckless car chase out of town. Play as the driver, a daredevil motorist with the skills to pull a variety of crazy stunts, racing to get out of town, or play as the police, armed with an array of equipment and vehicles and the city itself, working to catch the driver before they escape. Each side plays completely different, with unique abilities and victory conditions. Getaway Driver is a fast and frantic game for 2 players. Okay, so let's take a look in here. Okay, you've got your rules, so ooh, it's a bit chunky and all in one language for a small game. We'll see how that goes. Nice little reference sheet with outcomes on as well. We look like we have a pursuit meter. Okay, so I'm guessing things will ramp up. My guess would be the police probably get more things the longer it goes on and the more chaos that's being caused. Ooh, stickers. I'm guessing you're going to have little cars in here that you're going to be able to stick these to, and maybe other obstacles as well. Okay, let's have a look in here and see what we have. It looks like trees, obviously. It looks like you've got several different features in here. So, you go. You have some trees, you have some mountains, you have a nice lake. Cool. Right, cards, we'll come back to them in a bit. You can get a nice silky bag. And again, excellent. It's the little things like spare baggies that you get which make me very happy. You have some pre-punch tokens in here. So some exclamation points and what looks like road spikes. Let's get one of those out because you can't quite see it on there. Oh, there we go. Little tiny road spikes fit. There we go. Okay, what else do you have? Like I thought, you have little wooden miniatures here. So, let's see what we have. I have a barking dog. That's what I have. So yeah, you've got these cool little wooden miniatures there. You've got little gold ones as well. I can't make out what they look like. They're just police badges. Trixie? Trixie, you could quieten down. That would be real helpful. There we go, you've got little helicopters as well, so obviously there's going to be an array of stuff that the police are going to be able to use. Okay, next up, looks like you have a few tiles here. Here we are, so they are all bandaged up here. They are, again, they're made of really chunky cardboard stock, which is hugely appreciated. So, are they double-sided? They're not. Well, they could be. It could be that you just have blank things on the other side, but I don't think so somehow. So it looks like you're accounting for traffic and other such things as well. Let's have a look through all of these. Okay, so you've got obviously your beginnings, places that are a bit more featureless. Polizia, I believe that is Italian. Could be wrong. Okay, let's get through a few more of these and then I'll open up those cards and we'll see what we've got in there. Okay, last one. It looks like you've got little symbols in certain places as well, which I don't know what that's actually going to denote, but hey, we shall see, because hopefully I'll be giving this a play. I like that. It's got a little playing card motif on the back of it there, which is kind of neat. Okay, can you see that? There we go. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards here. You've got several that all have kind of like a top and bottom part to them. So I don't know how that's actually going to play out. We'll see in the future. Then you've got these individual cards, which I'm guessing are used by the police there. So there you go, you've got things like where you can use the spikes and stuff like that. So yeah, apart from that, then the hunter and the prey. The driver causes all police vehicles to... Okay, so these look like little tricks that can be used as well over the course of the game. So that is Getaway Driver. Okay, so on further inspection, it actually says this one was designed in Denmark, so I think it's kind of likely this is probably going to be the national sport of Denmark, probably. Anyway, you don't want to know about that. Let's have a look inside and see what you get in your box of Klask. So, it doesn't look like this is sealed at all. Looks like... Oh, God. There you go. One solid wooden board there. That is very, very cool. I really like this. Even just the board in itself is beautiful. It's kind of got a nice kind of finish on top that's kind of a bit plasticky, but all built on a solid wood frame here. You've got your scoring track just in here, which I think if I tilt that up, you can kind of see the numbers along the top there. And yeah, then you have a bag of pieces and of course an instruction booklet here, The World of Klask. Okay, so this little bag, what have you got to make this game tick? Okay, you have some stickers of some sort there. I'll probably have to look into what you do with those. And I believe what happens is these pieces, let's straighten this up a little bit here for you there, they actually snap into two parts, so they're powerful magnets. One goes on the bottom side, the other one then goes on top. You can move around as such. I think what you also have, these I think are point scorers, which go into this scoring track along the side. Then I think you've got a couple of spare parts, which is nice as well. You have these little white things here, which I think are called biscuits if I remember right, and some balls. So you have a few extras here. You kind of have 4 biscuits, 2 balls, so you know everything's kind of got its extras just in case you lose some. And I believe the point is to knock your ball into the opponent's hole. There you go, done it. Cool. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, so here's something a little bit different for this video. We have a miniatures game this time. This is Conquest, the last argument of kings. We all here at Everybody Dice, we saw this at the UK Game Expo and the miniatures looked absolutely fantastic. It's by a company called Parabellum. So they had the designers there and they were talking us through a few things here. So this is the kind of thing we can expect inside, although this is all going to be unpainted. Little backstory to it. So I get to read upside down as per usual. More than 6 centuries have passed since the full changed era, I think. Humanity struggles to rebuild after that cataclysm and the long winter that followed. With the hollow throne empty, the 100 kingdoms remain embroiled in internecine? I'm not sure. I can barely read that word if it was the right way up. Warfare. Do you know what? I give up on reading this thing. Essentially, I think you've got the spires and you've got the 100 kingdoms in this set, and you've got several bits so you can make 2 small armies, I think, to be able to play the game with. So let's open this up and see what we've got in here. Fortunately, it's probably going to be a lot of sprues, but hey, it's going to be a while for me to actually put this thing together. What's the harm in looking at what you actually have in the box here and what kind of quality it is you're looking at? Like I said, when I saw this before, the miniatures actually look absolutely fantastic once they're built and painted. So let's open it up and have a look. It's a bit of a big boy. There we go. Okay, as I thought, lots and lots of sprues. So this looks like this is part of the 100 Kingdoms here. It looks like you've got cavalry of some sort there, by the looks of it. You have yourself a ruler book, which I'm sure is going to get read sometime soon. Who am I kidding? I've got enough to do at the moment. You have a pack of cards. Let's actually open these up now and see what we have. So I can already see that a lot of these are probably going to be the same sort of thing. So the next layer there I can see is going to be, sorry, I'm going to have to bite this. So yeah, it looks like you've got a few different like cavalry riders. Do you know what? I really can't get into these cards at all. I think this is going to be a knife job for later. But hey, let's carry on. You can kind of see the artwork on there. Hopefully, if it focuses right, there we go. And your back's there. Okay, you have red dice. It actually looked like on the picture on the back, it looked like it was white dice with black pips, but inside here you've got your red dice with white pips. Right, more sprues, and these, like I said, look like repeats of the one that I just showed you, just across 2. Ooh, this looks real interesting. The miniatures seem to be bigger on this one. I don't know whether this is the abomination that you get in there or something else. Again, oh, nice. These bases on here, they look very, very nice. Nice to know they haven't skimped on that kind of stuff. I think you've got a different horseman down here, and up here looks like you've got some weird mutant spire things. Now again, this kind of looks like it's going to be the abomination once more. Bits for that. Could be wrong. Again, just lots and lots of big monstrous pieces. This is definitely the Abomination because I recognise the headpiece just there from there. So that's definitely the Abomination. Here we go. Now you're looking at your basic infantry stuff. Got a couple of them. Got some shields in there, some swords, and a selection of heads. Different posable figures. That's all kind of neat. And then this, again, looks a bit more twisted, kind of spire, but it looks like these are your infantry for them. Weird looking shield-like pieces there. I don't know. But yeah, there's a few different ones of them. Again, it just goes on and on and on and on. I know you've got some archers in here and you've got infantry, so they'll all be in there somewhere. Right, and on the bottom, it looks like you have got just your standard bases as well. These kind of look a bit more kind of old Warhammer-y, so like the bases to actually be able to put them all together in units. I'm guessing these are the big boys for the Abomination. And lots and lots of little round bases as well. I think this is all then just more of the same. So that is what you get in Conquest Last Argument of King's Core box. Well, I think that should wrap it up for this video. So if you have enjoyed it, if you could leave a like, share, or maybe even subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. Let us know if you want us to do more miniatures based stuff as well, because we generally tend to talk about board games more, but you know, we're always open to doing other things as well, like RPGs as well. If you'd like to follow us, you can do at Everybody Dice Show on Instagram or at Everybody Dice on Twitter. We have everything in one place at everybodydice.com. You can pledge money to us and become a patron if you really enjoy what we do by going to patreon.com/everybodydice. Okay, apart from that, I think it's time to say goodbye. So we'll wrap this up and go bye.